And welcome back for another edition of Night Time. Joining us tonight, we have the Green Gary tonight.
No one even noticed I had a haircut. How you going, everybody?
Yeah, I did.
You did not.
No, I was going to get into it a bit later on something else. I've got,
I'm trying to get the silver out and get the brown back.
I've got something to fix that.
Is that just for men?
You just hold your horses there. I've got something
Woo
to
up
fix
there,
that.
buddy.
That'll fix that quite well. Have a beautiful, crazy lady. How are you?
Yep, great, thanks.
Yep, great. And join us tonight, special guest, Jason. How are you?
Good, mate. Happy to be here.
Good, mate. Jason's a good friend of ours and good friend of the show and helped out a lot. So it's good to have you on, even though you support the Eels.
There's one on each end.
Yeah, I feel a little bit
That's it.
like you for a change. Weird. You know, like in the middle.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah.
Well, they're holding up the ladder at the moment,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, true. Make a good game.
I'm just shocked you actually unusually feel like that.
It's the first row rank. Anyway, and speaking of that, Pugsley, how are you? Hang on.
Victor.
Carlotta.
Yeah,
Carlotta.
well,
Which
we'll
one
get
is it
into
today?
that a little bit later too.
Okay.
I've got some special things for that as well. But
Welcome.
Anyway, let's dive straight in. It's been some good footy and some good footy coming up. So, yeah, time for the NRL news.
All right. Brandon Smith says rumours about him signing with Souths next year to replace Damien Cook are false. That's not true. Just to get that out there, he said Wayne Bennett has ruled out making a play to sign Brandon next season. He would be too expensive for South Sydney. Too expensive, he said.
Did he repeat himself, did he?
You know what? To be honest, I reckon
Parramatta should get him.
Yes, I reckon you should go to Parramatta.
Isn't that where he's headed, apparently?
You wouldn't know, but I reckon it'll be a handy pickup for the Eels, to be honest.
Yeah, someone to stir a spoon we're going to get.
Anyone would be a handy pickup for the Eels at the moment.
But no, but going forward, like the Eels are going to be in a rebuilding process, obviously. I think he would also attract some other players, so it could be handy.
It's reported Brad Arthur is interested in a move to Leeds Rhinos. Leeds Rhinos are set to interview Brad.
He's gone.
Oh, he's already gone.
No, he's gone. Yeah. Signed on the dotted line, I reckon.
Yeah. And I reckon he'll make a play for the 20th, the next team to come into the NRL. I reckon he'll
Yeah,
make a play.
he won't sit around for long.
No.
No. And I tell you what, to be honest with you, I think he would make a good catch somewhere else.
What about if it's PNG?
Why not?
I still thought he made a good coach at Parramatta.
I thought he got the rough end of the stick.
Can't help how your players play.
He wasn't the problem.
Two of our best players sitting out for, 12 weeks or
But
something?
you know what I
Yeah.
like about the bloke was the way he handled getting the bum.
On his birthday.
Yeah, but the way he still come out a very humble guy. And
Yep.
you know what? I take my
He,
head off. The
he held his head high.
Good on him. I hope he gets something.
He was proud of what he done.
Manly's Taniela Paseka requires surgery on his thumb injury and medical staff are unsure of the timeline for his return.
Injuries.
Thumb. Oh, I'm on the
It's a
sideline. What are you
thumb.
on the sideline for? I've got a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's a thumb. Get over it. You paid a lot of money to play football. Play with a sore thumb.
Joey Manu says a return to the Roosters in 2025 is unlikely. 6 months over there is just learning the game. That's the next step that I want to take. I really want to do my best in rugby union, he said.
And the dollars will be helping him too. So they're going to be paying big money. So he's made his decision. He's going to stick with it. So good on him.
No, it's a nice excuse.
But we've been,
You're not a football player forever.
we've been watching his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
You get time for that.
Yep. He's pretty much just rating food. He rated Spenion's kebabs.
So
We work for a living.
yeah, but we are going to do that. We're on the crazy trip down to Penrith. We're going to rate Penrith's food at the ground.
Well, it's simple. It's better than Newcastle's food.
Anything.
It's actually, to be honest, not saying it because I know when my bread's buttered, but it's actually delicious food. But we're going to show you everything.
But have they got classy little robots that serve you?
No, but they got Pluto bulbs.
Mm.
No, but the ship we're all going on does.
Stop it. No.
The Tigers are reportedly planning to play at least 4 home games at Combank Stadium next season.
Won't happen.
Bet
Why
it
would-
does.
I don't know.
What, you don't want
You're in a very argumentative mood
You know
tonight.
why? Remember Souths did it?
Yep.
I mean, they're going to. And to be honest, I get from a Parramatta's perspective, that's my house, get out. But if I'm the Tigers, I'm going to a ground like that because I tell you what, Combank and what's the Roosters one now?
Allianz.
Allianz, they are the premier grounds to play football at the
Top
moment.
line. They can come and play when they're playing us. We'll let them on.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, I think every ground that's going
We'll
forward,
even let them call it a home game.
well, possibly, but everyone going forward, every team that gets a new ground, okay, Penrith, needs to be done like this.
Yep.
Yeah, they to watch your team play one of those grounds, how they, the lights, the pyrotechnics, it gives it that grand final atmosphere. And, I think it's just
Have you been to that stadium yet?
which one?
The new Parramatta one.
Yes.
Yeah, a
It
couple
is
times.
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
awesome. You got a view from every seat.
I haven't been to Allianz or Suncorp. They reckon Suncorp's good too, but I've been to quite a lot of the others, and by far, excluding my own home ground, because we love that, that is the pinnacle to watch
Even
rugby league.
But even the staff are nice.
Yeah.
Someone must have been watching us on the cameras. We were going around interviewing people. Were you there that day? No.
No, I don't think so, no.
Yeah, we were going around interviewing people, and a security guard come up to us and said, "Are you allowed to do that?" And they ended up going, "Yeah, they're fine as long as they're not bugging anyone."
Right through to everyone. I tell you what,
Yeah, they were watching us.
some grounds, I won't say names, don't like us interviewing people in the grounds and stuff, which is their decision. But Parramatta, I'll go for it as long as you're not hassling people and that. And, we professional and polite as we are, and they're all for it. So, hats off to the Parramatta club there because they made everyone feel really welcome. Yeah.
Daly Cherry Evans believes Origin should kick off at 6 p.m. as a more friendly time slot for families. I think we would get an even bigger audience, he added.
I get that, but I don't. Like, okay, we'd just get home and it's kicking off, really. So I get where he wants to come in a little bit earlier. What about 7 o'clock? Meet halfway in the middle. That would be a bit more of a...
I see where he's coming from. Like,
Still no good for me.
Could be at midnight.
I
That's not
just-
no good.
I start cleaning at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's crap.
But I get where he's saying, but I don't think it will change because of the corporate sponsorship and that, and all the stuff before it.
Build up.
And, you can go to some boxes and, companies have got things going there and you pay big money to go in
yeah.
there.
Well, it's a snowfall effect where everything's got to move, not just the game, that game. Everything's in front of it's got to move.
You're dead right.
And-
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just going to say this guy's last name because I don't know how to say his first name. Takiaho is reportedly homesick in the Super League and looking to return to the NRL.
Former Roosters player, is that correct?
Yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Starts with an S.
Yeah.
Silly go. That'll do.
C-O-C-U.
Close.
Come on, Corey.
That'll do.
Yep. The Rabbitohs are reportedly set to free up roughly $1 million in their salary cap next season with the departure of Damien Cook and Lachlan Ilias. They are expected to sign either Royce Hunt or Jack DeBellin.
Royce Hunt, yeah. DeBellin?
Nope.
I've heard Jack DeBellin staying with us, but that's just a rumour.
Ball buggers. To be honest, I would want to get rid of him to free up some cap money. And Royce Hunt, oh yeah, I'd be taking him. But also, I'll get into it a bit later. Move on.
The Panthers have signed Trent Talau on a 2-year extension until the end of 2026. The Panthers have officially re-signed Jess and Casey McLean on long-term deals until the end of 2028. How good did they play? Well,
One of them was
one of them got knocked the F out.
in
Under
the
19s.
Origin. But yeah, no, there's some talented kids coming through. That's for sure.
I think they were trying to replace the May brothers. The The Panthers have promoted Luke Summerton into their top 30 and re-signed him for the 2025 season.
Don't know much about him, but obviously a young up-and-comer, so it'll be good to see the progress of him.
The Dolphins have re-signed Jack Bostock until the end of 2027.
Good player.
Yes.
Jizzy was knocked out cold last week.
Yeah, he was, wasn't
Yep. Ewan Aitken is reportedly set to sign with the Rabbitohs from 2025 onwards.
he? Handy pickup.
Yes.
Michael Cheika is determined to coach in the NRL and set to make himself available for the next opening. It's reported the Eels thought he wouldn't be able to handle the day-to-day demands of coaching an NRL side.
Interesting. Oh. How do you know if you don't give a shot?
That's right.
This is right.
The Raiders have officially announced the signing of Ethan Sanders from the Eels on a 3-year deal from 2025 onwards.
Signing a lot of young blokes in the reserve grade and up-and-comers too. So they're going to have a very young group in the next couple of years.
So you keep it fresh.
They'll build into a side like Penrith did.
It was 2020. Wonga Blake palmed me and scored. We were beating them, but they went on to win that game. I took it really personally. I didn't want to be in that position ever again, and the reason I was in that position was because I wasn't doing my homework as much as I should have, and I was doing my tackling as much as I should have. Stephen Crichton on what made him become a better player.
Arguably, probably the best player in the game. Well, one of the best players, but for me, he is the best centre in the game at the moment. And one of the most influential players to a club. What he's done at the Dogs so far. Yeah. I hate to say it, but he's probably been the most Penrith player that he was lost. That's gonna,
The hurt.
yeah, the most. So
Apparently he's going to be captain in Origin sooner or later.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yep.
I guess that all depends on Tavoyevich and even Nathan Cleary too, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Elliot Whitehead has reportedly signed with the Catalans Dragons for the 2025 Super League season. Wayne Bennett is reportedly monitoring Tavita Pangai Jr. this year for the Dolphins and decide if he will offer him a deal at the Rabbitohs next season.
100% he will, and already has. There's already talks, and I guarantee you, Tavita Pangai will be a Rabbit next year.
Yeah. This all happens before we hear about it.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, I think Wayne could probably get the best out of Tavita as well. I think the best we ever seen out of Tavita was at Penrith, but he become a different man. And I'd like to see that back from him. Did you see the hit he did last week?
He's a big boy too. It is reported David Nofaluma still has aspirations of returning to the NRL. However, for now, he is signing with the Glebe Dirty Reds in the Ron Massey Cup 3rd grade.
Fall from grace.
Yeah. Considering he's doing so well when he went to the Storms, isn't he?
Yeah.
The Roosters are hopeful of signing Angus Crichton as early as this weekend. Once the Roosters have re-signed Angus Crichton, the club is reportedly planning to meet with Sitili Tupanua to discuss the terms of his release. Multiple clubs are currently interested in acquiring his signature. And at the moment, the Dogs, I hear, is...
The front runners.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's already done.
Nah, because he can't, because if they don't sign Crichton, the Roosters are going to keep him. I guess there's probably talks on it, but if I'm Ivan Cleary, I go over Chaplin.
Gus Gould came out and said he hasn't signed with the Dogs and he's not going to. He said the same thing with Viliami Kikau
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
and a few other
No.
players.
And then look, sorry. Yeah,
They're in a little room, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I reckon that bloke would, if he went over to Penrith under Ivan, I reckon he'd be a really. Oh, he's a good player now, but I just think that you look at the players that have gone there that are good players, but went under Ivan and become even better again. I think that'll be the place for him. But in saying that too, the Dogs are warming up to within the next few years have been a real good premiership threat. So
Players they're getting.
You're welcome, Dogs. It It's reported Eels players publicly backing Trent Barrett for the vacant coach role has backfired. The Eels executive team do not want a coach that is influenced by player power moving forward.
Yeah, but you still want your player group to be happy with your coach.
Coach, exactly.
So to me, okay, they should have a leadership group with Guffo, whoever. Why didn't they meet them and have a chat and say, well, you know, I honestly don't think Trent Barrett is the answer for Parramatta personally, but
Is it just hearsay so that keeps the media off their back?
Probably.
You know what I
is
mean?
it the players backing them because they don't want to? Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
They need a coach they're scared of, like Craig Bellamy. He's a
Definitely,
scary.
they need something. They need something.
I reckon Jason Riles is the man for the job.
Is he an angry man?
Yeah, could be.
Never seen it.
Slap him around the ears, stir him up.
Speaking of how I was back on the Walker brothers, I didn't know this, but one of the Walker brothers nearly lost his life. That's
really?
why we haven't heard from him. Shipping container fell on him.
Oh, wow.
What? You wouldn't survive
Oh,
that?
he did.
A shipping
Yeah,
container? No.
Parramatta need him. Anyone can
What
survive
is he,
that.
Superman?
You'd be buying a lottery ticket after that.
I haven't read the full story, but I will get it. And yeah, shipping container fell. I don't
Sure
know
it
if
wasn't
was
a
in his
shipping
car.
container door or something?
No, it actually was. And if they didn't inject him with this steroid there.
Sure, it wasn't like a Tupperware container or something.
He would have looked like a pancake.
I'll
Yeah.
get the story and I'll put it up on our page, all right? And
Holy moly.
yeah, very interesting.
Sounds far fetched, but yeah, I'll be waiting for that read.
South do not expect Campbell Graham to return this season. He's still a long way off, if at all, said Ben Hornby. Tyrone Munro will also not likely return again this season.
Okay, has he played at all this year?
Who?
Campbell Graham?
No, I think he got done in the preseason.
Okay, so this is where the NRL need to step in and go, okay, you've lost a player for the full season, that comes off your cap. Because that's not what you're playing under.
Yep.
Now,
At least Knights will get $1 million.
try not to cringe here. Corey Jensen rolled his ankle last week, but the Broncos are hopeful with the bye they just had. He'll be fine to play this weekend against the Warriors. He's rolled his ankle once and he...
Oh, millions of times. Basketball. And yeah. Remember the old tennis ad too where, I think it was on Wild World of Sports, where she goes up to the net, goes to hit it and rolls her ankle? Oh, remember that one? You would remember that, guys.
I remember Rick Desnick. Remember him when he hit the horse bar? He's gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I hate ankle rolling now after all that years, but yeah.
Ricky Stewart slammed the New South Wales Blues for dropping Hudson Young. I thought his treatment by New South Wales over the last two series has been disgraceful, Ricky said.
What treatment? Well, because they didn't pick him for the next game. But they didn't ill-treat him. They've just gone with a different team. Well, could we say the same for Bradman Best then? Bradman Best didn't get picked. Mitch Barnett. Could he say the same? Mitch Barnett should have been the first player picked.
Tedesco didn't get picked for round 2.
Good.
I know, but
Not good.
I'm just saying. Throwing
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is it just another case of Ricky Stewart and sour grapes?
Yep.
Probably.
Anyway, who knows?
Ricky needs to retire.
No, he's still got it. Just needs to probably tone it down a bit here
Take
and
a
there.
chill pill.
Damien Cook says Wayne Bennett did not force him out of the club. He told me to do what's best for me and my family, and that's what I have done by joining the Dragons. It's probably the hardest thing I have had to do in football. I started bawling as soon as I got up to tell the boys. I know it's a business, but I didn't think I'd ever be leaving South. It was a big shock. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't angry and disappointed when I first found out.
Did he originate from the Dragons?
Yes, he did. He
Apparently.
played. He started his career there. He was played fullback for the Illawarra Cutters.
I know he probably doesn't want to go, but it's probably a good end to his rugby league fairy tale. Finishing where he started. I know he doesn't want to go and it's upset him and he's angry, and I can 100% agree with that. But putting a positive to a negative, I suppose, you know, it's
Souths will probably get in my opinion, will get the best out. What got the best out of him, and when he comes to us, he'll probably be good, but he'll be in a.
do you know who's going to benefit from that, I reckon?
What's that, sorry?
Brown.
Yeah,
Learn under him.
yeah.
I love the Tigers, but it's hard when we are struggling. If you're in the NRL, you want to win a premiership. It has been a bit hard being there. It's been a tough couple of seasons, and I just want to focus on winning. I don't know what I want to do. We're in discussions now, and anything can happen. Stefano Utokamanu.
Well done.
Well, $1 million this season says I'm happy. He's going to get around that. Well, up to. So, personally, I don't think he's worth $1 million. Getting there, but what's fish on?
800?
See, I don't think he's worth more than him.
He's been in the news a lot lately. I reckon, this is a thing for Crazy Lady here to get the words out properly every week.
Maybe 700, something. But, yeah, not worth $1 million.
Souths are developing a documentary around their 2014 premiership. Bit late. Penrith did theirs straight away.
I'd like to see more of these of every club, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's not a premiership, it's just behind the scenes of the whole season.
Well, look at the one they've brought out with Brian teaching two of the Moses Leota and Liam Martin how to propose.
Well, the reason why
Skits.
I say that too, but every team, regardless of if they win a premiership or not, because I don't want Gary and Jason to miss out.
They've already got their
That hurt.
cupboard full for this.
You learn to ignore it, mate.
Okay.
I was just fighting words for this week, just geeing you all up and getting you. You'll understand later on.
A 19-year-old sent a concerning text message to Adam G last round. The police have charged the 19-year-old male with using a carriage service to menace, harass, offend and intimidate.
Yeah, no, there's no room for that. Well, he's been charged good, and I hope they ban him from any NRL fixture or NRLW.
What was said? What was text?
It hasn't been disclosed, but for him to be charged.
How the hell did they get his number?
Oh, mate, he sent him the text. What, the ref? Someone's leaked it, but, yeah. There's no room.
There's some idiots out there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Cameron Munster has returned to running on the field as he continues his recovery from an adductor tear. Storm consider him slightly ahead of schedule in his rehab at this stage, but still say he's unlikely to return before their next bye in 3 weeks' time.
Leave him. If I'm Bellamy, take your time. Get you fit and healthy for the run to home.
The Australian side at the end of the year.
But, it's the same with Cleary. Don't rush him back.
No.
Don't rush him back. Just let him take his time. Back end of the season, all the way through to the finals, you've got to fit Cleary. You've got to fit Munster.
He'll be fresh against the Knights.
Bring him back. We'll have a fresh Ponga soon, too. And
I'm scared.
a fresh gamble.
Oh, I'm really scared.
Yeah, I would be, too. Moving on.
Spell check. Booze Rothfield has declared the Warriors' 2024 season is over. They are in all sorts. I can't see them coming back, he said.
Oh, yeah, but
Buzz Rothfield.
next week that'll change.
Yeah, spell checks. I don't know what happened there.
There's just, I don't know, there's just certain commentators and media personalities that you just can't warm to. And
Steve Roach.
Steve Roach is another one. I liked him as a player, but just as a footy commentator, he's just got no idea. He hates the Knights. Knights could be winning 42-0 and he'll still bag them out. Anyway.
It's reported Wayne Bennett was the one who suggested Ben Hornby move Keon Kolomatangi to the middle. He has been in a season best form since moving to lock 4 weeks ago.
100%. And you look at Brodie Jones. Just a positional change, certain players, and they're killing it.
So the rumours are true. Bennett's coaching 2 teams at the moment.
Well,
Is that why Souths are going so well?
I reckon.
yeah, well, he just told what everyone else was thinking. No. I'm Ben Hornby. I'm saying, no, sorry, you get out of here. This is my team for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If your team's losing, you need all the help you can get.
The team's losing. They're not going to blame Bennett.
Ben Hornby adores
But
Wayne
they
Bennett, mate. Ben Hornby adores Wayne Bennett. They won a premiership together as captain coach.
Yeah, I know, but
Ben Hornby is only the 3rd interim coach to win 4 games in a row. That's because he's got a super coach behind him.
That's right. Yeah.
The Catalans Dragons have reportedly tabled Nick Kotrick a 3-year deal, whilst the Raiders are only prepared to offer him a contract for 2025.
Oh,
He
you go
looks set for a move to the Super League.
I'd say that's on the cards.
The NRL have charged Hudson Young $1,000 for throwing Aiden Caesar's boot away from him.
What a crock of shit. Like, sorry. But if you're gonna, that's gamesmanship.
You may as well throw it at the player if you're going to get in trouble.
You're going to go with $1,000. Throw it at him.
How many games have we seen people lose a boot and they throw it?
But that will happen. Okay. If that was Latrell Mitchell, would he got fined?
Maybe.
If Latrell Mitchell was throwing the boot, would he got fined?
No.
We'll see if he throws a boot and see if he gets fined.
No, it's just.
He throws a tantrum, he doesn't get fined.
That's right, but he can do things against the NRL that they're not supposed to knock him off. My point is, I'm just using Latrell as an example because he's got away with a bit lately. It's just got to stop the rubbish. Like, that's nothing. That's fun. That's people laugh and carry on. You want to see that kind of stuff. And, oh, mate, that's just done my head in that one.
I mean, and was it serious or was it just a like grab it and throw it, you know, like go and chase it, you know?
I don't care if it went up into the canteen and old mate had to wait to get his boot. Like, so what?
All the touch judges can pick him up. They don't do anything else.
That's true. Anyway.
I had goosebumps when I came off and got that support from the crowd. That was so overwhelming, and I still can't believe it that I'm back. It has been a good week for me. I just resigned with the club. I love this club. To see the crowd and the support of the community, I love playing here. Adam Dewey.
Yes. Surprised me, to be honest. I didn't think he'd bounce back that good so quickly. Anyway, moving on.
The Panthers have reportedly issued Taylor May a second breach notice relating to domestic violence allegations which have not been heard in court yet. It's reported the breach notice relates to bringing the club into disrepute. They're trying to get out of paying for the rest of his contract.
But if
So
he's
they,
found
yes, no, but second offence gone, so long.
yeah, but the thing is, if he's not guilty,
If
of
he's
the
not
charges
guilty-
that he's brought up on, let him play. You know, he's a talented kid. He's just got himself into some shit, and if he is found guilty, 100% throw the book at him. But if he's not, and rather than just sort of kicking him to the curb, why not educate him? Bring him into a better human being, so to speak, or I just think they're crazy if he's innocent to be letting him go.
If he's guilty, though, how do you educate someone who bashes someone?
You can't.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not saying you can, but yeah.
Learn from your mistake. And
You can't. Well, I'm not saying all men or women can't.
No.
I know that, but just, yeah.
Anyway.
I'm speaking from personal experience without going into it. But a leopard doesn't change its spots. No, this teddy bear, no, he's not violent. Anyway, lastly, the bottom two teams, Titans and Tigers, combined to put on 114 points in round 16 and in turn puts the Eels in the last spot on the ladder. The only team that had a
We won't talk
bye,
about it.
the only team that had a bye and ended up last.
Yeah, there was something about the bookies there.
It sounds like
Didn't
it.
you end up
Wait,
laughing?
the Titans and the Tigers, what's going on
I'm
there?
not laughing because we're going to play this week, but
Yeah, wouldn't that suck
yeah.
if you lost to Parramatta?
NRL news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just prepare yourself.
Anyway, guys, we may take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. It's time for a Gasbag.
My turn again. Do you think the players that lay on the ground trying to get penalties for dubious head hits should have to take leave for the field for a HIA? I'm sick of the death of the milking that goes on. John Forster.
100%. Give him 5
Yep.
5 minute HRA.
Yep.
Milk it, don't have to give them the full lot, but yeah, give them 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Make him think twice about it.
Yeah, fair call.
How come I know the men's is a lot more savager, but in the women's, how many times you see the girls lay down on the ground trying to milk a penalty?
I'm not
Never.
Sure. Yeah,
Because women are tougher.
Oh no, they play hard.
they do.
Yeah. Harder
They
than
do.
the
Some
men.
of them hit harder than the men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And how many lay down?
How many men have laid down with you?
Nope.
Moving on.
A lot of the men.
It's rating.
if Parramatta decide on a coach in the next few weeks, can the coach start immediately or will it be next season?
Next season.
Trent Barrett will be here for the rest
It's too
of the
late.
season.
You just want Barrett to do it so we'll lose and
No. I just think I'm happy for shits and giggles. Say it's
Look,
Jason Riles. I'm happy for Riles to go there now and sort of have a bit of a role for the rest of the year.
exactly.
Bit of input.
Our season's over,
But Barrett has the final say.
but learn the team for the rest of the season. Come out strong.
And that's a good call. And like Barrett still gets the final say for the rest of the year. But he's sort of coming in, and then so that's not just start of the preseason, bang straight into it. You're sort of working your way, and I think seriously it'd probably be more beneficial to the club.
Yep. Because if they say they bring Riles in, get rid of Barrett, that's 2 coaches in the year.
Well, you got Riles and Barrett. They could learn to work together with the rest of the season.
They could form a good team, and one being an assistant.
It could be a good partnership. They come out next year. They've got a good rhythm going.
Yeah, I like it.
This one's from Kate Drain. Does it seem like more players not wearing their mouth guards? It's compulsory for some of our kids' comps for them to wear them. I know our professional players can afford to get their teeth fixed, but it's hard when our kids are looking up to these players and see that.
Does Chucky wear a mouth guard?
I thought they all did.
I thought they all wore guards.
I know some don't.
Yeah, I know
really?
some
What's his
don't.
name from
Oh,
Cronulla?
yeah.
What's his name from Cronulla?
He played in Origin.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Cam
McInnes.
McInnes.
Yeah. Does he wear a mouth guard?
Obviously not,
does.
if he's missing teeth.
He's only got the front missing.
Needs to lose another one on the other side.
To match it up.
It'd be good to open his beer.
Isn't that Dolphins player missing teeth too?
No, it's his house.
Compulsory right across the board. Simple as that.
Yep.
It's a safety issue.
I reckon it is.
Huh.
Yeah, I
You
think
put
so.
any input in?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
no?
Yeah.
I'm still hung up on the players not wearing it.
Yeah, no, I reckon probably the way the HIA and all that kind of stuff's going, and all that, they probably need to. Eventually, they'll probably make it mandatory. You got to wear headgear.
But the headgear doesn't stop the head knocks.
Stops cauliflower
It
ears.
still has to a certain extent, sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a little bit. It might be
It
like
does to a certain extent. It's not.
remember when you used to
100%.
get a smack, you were getting in trouble at home off mum and dad. You'd go put on a thick pair of
I don't
pants
know. I never got in
before
trouble.
you got the belt. You know,
You had
I
time to do
didn't
that.
have time to that.
Yeah.
I was very fast.
I didn't even finish
Finding
doing what
caught
I was doing wrong and copped it. Dad just knew I was up to something.
Did you always get caught with your pants down?
Nope.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dad had his mining belt. It was about 3.5 foot long, and if you ran, you got it twice as much.
Oh.
What's
So
that?
you just stood there and took it once.
Dad used to be a pastry cook.
Yeah.
So I used to get the really long wooden spoon.
Yep.
I tell you what, I deserved it. I deserved it.
State of the
doubt
night, but it's not happening.
Yeah. I get a whip now.
From your mum.
No, from her.
Oh, stop it.
But that's not punishment.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, wrong show.
Just on the wooden spoons. When my eldest was
Are
young,
you going to get one this year?
my eldest boy, when he was about 6 or 7, he played up and my ex got him and gave him the wooden spoon around the calf muscle. This thing, this blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she was cooking a cake a week later and she's, where's the wooden spoons? We've got 2 of them. Couldn't find it. She actually broke it on him. And she says, where's the wooden spoons? We can't find them. When we done the spring clean-up, he shoved them underneath the lounge. He would get in again.
Good thinking. Anyway.
Smart. Takes after his ex. The broadcast is not showing replays of contentious calls as much. Adam Stern, 100%.
Cheers. I only said that the other night, didn't I?
Well, I said it with Reece Walsh. He was off the ground when Sualehi
Yeah.
hit him. They showed it sort of once and a quick one around here, and that was it. Then Joe Blancs falls over, and just turn this angle, that angle, that angle, this angle, that. I think he might have hurt his knee. If Reece didn't slip and got him around the chest, that would have been on the highlights for the next 20 years.
For
That's
sure. For sure.
It was a
Just
good
for the
hit.
record, she's not laughing at you.
I can hear the cats fighting.
I thought I could hear it.
I'm not going there.
I wasn't laughing at Reece Walsh or anything. That's bad taste.
No, just the other pussy outside.
Yeah, I thought I could hear pussy.
Anyway, moving on.
What am I guessing that?
I thought Corey said something.
This is from Michael Munro. Should a team receive a 7 tackle set if they don't make 10 metres from the short dropout? An attacking team gives up 7 tackle set if a grubber goes too long and goes dead. So why shouldn't it be the other way around? Also, should we ban 6 again? And he reckons it ruins the game. The 6 again, I reckon keep it.
Depends.
Yeah. No.
I like it, but if, for example, you know, this might happen a fair bit on the weekend, so I'll use that as an example. Knights are attacking Parramatta's line, and
Won't happen.
and you repeatedly give away ruck infringements or whatever, and especially on the first, and they're just doing it to catch a break, well, that's when something else needs to probably go a bit more, because players seem to do it because they know it's only going to get a repeat set.
It's only a first tackle and they haven't lost anything.
That's right. So there sort of needs to be something there.
But it wouldn't matter because we'd still hold you out anyway.
Yeah, quite possibly. But the point is, too, maybe the 6 against could go. I like it, but I get some people saying where they say, you know, bring it back to a penalty because you're getting that fatigue break
Yeah.
where they, you know, they kick for touch. Yeah. So is this a case of where it's speeding up too much and there's too much injury?
But can you look at it too, like they earn their money and they have to defend their line? You know, and it makes the game more intense.
Well, I could do it for that kind of money. Well, not really, but I'd give it a
The
go.
first 5 minutes.
You could pay me that sort of money, I still wouldn't run around this table.
What about the first half of the question with the a short dropout? They get 7 tackles.
I like it. I like
it.
Drop out.
But if it doesn't go to 10 metres, does the
Yes.
opposition
Yeah,
get
that's
7
fair.
tackles?
That's fair.
I think so.
I like it. Yeah.
Mm.
Because they're professionals. They should be able to kick 10 metres. God.
But the whole thing is too, okay, I want you to watch a Roosters game this week. And what if, and you watch, I'll probably never have a dropout this week, but when they're doing a dropout, watch Luke Keary. The rules of a dropout, you have to stay behind the line and he goes across the line, turns back to the line and kicks it sideways. So he's in front of the line,
So
kicking a
should be
sort of, it's not the
should be
rules
a
of the
penalty.
game. Oh, sugar. Something again. That's right. So it should be a penalty. So why aren't the referees pulling it up?
If you take one step in front of him as any other team's doing a dropout, it's a penalty. Same as a kickoff.
It's like they let voluntary tackles go these days.
Oh, that's right too.
Yeah.
But how long we got for this show?
Anyway, moving on.
That was it from Gasbag this week.
Nice and short.
Is that 5 questions?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Very
That's what she said.
and short.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, well, saying it was just a short one. We'll get stuck into a couple of other things while we're here, eh? Actually, then we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for What Caught My Eye.
Ow! My eye! Ow! Ow!
And we'll start off with Gary.
What caught my eye? Matt Timoko with probably the toughest effort of round 16. His shoulder appears to dislocate, textbook landing on outstretched arms. Then he pops it back in as he's lying on the ground and played the rest of the game. That's one hard ass.
Ouch.
Arse or arm?
Arm.
Well,
Yeah, wow.
That's tough.
That'd be painful.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 2 because I can. In the men's under 19 state of origin, Mitch Woods, who is the number 7 for New South Wales, pulled the front of his shorts out, got his drink bottle, and poured water onto his crutch. This was before the game, so he couldn't have been that hot. And it's the middle of winter, so what the hell?
He's doing a hot tour.
Is that what happens when you get excited? You pour cold water on it and it sort of...
that's why I say get in the shower and have a cold
Yeah,
shower.
they always say the cold shower.
But I don't imagine why you get excited in the middle of football. Not like
He
it.
maybe had an itch.
Football's life.
Did you used to get excited on the football field?
Did you
Played
text him,
handful of
Corey?
games, mate.
Oh, it's not a
Handful.
Is that why? You got the sack?
I was playing fullback, so I was always the first one at the sheds.
Yeah, because I'm always in front of you.
The cops chased him away.
Oh. Corey.
Have we done yours? What do you want?
My second one,
Yeah,
thank you. There's a photo of some of the State of Origin boys, the New South Wales boys, online, and Brian To'o has his shorts pulled up, so they look like bloomers. And Jesus Christ, he's got some muscly legs.
Yeah, he's
Sorry, I haven't noticed.
I reckon Taruba's are bigger.
I'll put a photo up.
you
I really don't want to see it.
Well,
Too bad.
they were there first hand.
Do you like looking at men's legs?
No.
Smile if you're lying.
Carlotta.
Anyway, we're there.
I'm going to go Adam Dewey's performance on the weekend. Paul Buggers had 3 knee reconstructions and come back for this game, and you wouldn't think he'd had any knee reconstructions. He was on fire. That was my performance. That's what I thought. Yeah,
Corey.
Jason.
Jake.
I'll show you
I
back.
have nothing to say after that.
Sincere apologies.
Scrolling through the internet, came across a very rare sighting of Wayne Bennett smiling. Glad they got a photo of it, because it's not very often you see it.
You'd frame that, wouldn't
Was
you?
it Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, you don't see him
Could
smile a
say,
lot, do you?
Yeah, it's a good similarity, actually.
Don't you have another one?
No, I only have one.
A liar.
Wonder if he smiled on his honeymoon.
Probably not.
No, he thinks of his little head, not his big head, remember?
He had another one.
Did you? Do you want me to read it out?
Oh, mate, so I'm just having trouble seeing it, if you don't mind.
Because
His bloody guess. Seriously.
the fact that my team had a bye and still ended up at the bottom of the ladder thanks to South. South, it was much better when we were down there.
When South were down there.
Oh, when you were down there, my apologies. So that's what caught my eye. That'll be my for this week. Because I actually didn't have one. I did, but I've
See,
changed
this is what I like to share with you.
Gold.
Sorry, guys.
Anyway, so that's what caught my eye for this week. And, well, without let's do the player of the round. There was no night of the round this week. Obviously, with no Knights playing.
Yeah, it'll be Bradman Best or Dane Gagai, but we'll go Bradman Best because he's for New South Wales. He'll be the knight of the round.
No, we'll give it to Leo.
He's not playing.
No, but he's not even Bradman.
State of Origin.
Mhm.
Isn't he?
Have another
That was
little
last
dragon.
See, you've talked about it that much. I just envisioned him in the
Have
side.
another little dragon.
I need more sleep.
True. Anyway, player of the round. I'll start this one off. Mine went to Adam Dewey. Most run meters of 212. We had 2 line breaks, and he also scored a try. This is upon his return from being away for 14 months in round 6 last year.
You also had one disallowed as well.
And that was his 3rd knee reconstruction. So
That's a good effort, isn't it?
yeah,
That's why
What caught your eye?
my eye, because he was just
no, it wasn't. You just copied.
Copied and
Always.
paste.
I physically read all your stuff before he got down here.
Yeah. Oh well, you're on here, Gary.
Jaden Campbell was mine. He's going from strength to strength, and I feel he had 11 shots at conversions on the weekend and nailed every one of them. He also scored a try, making up for 26 of the 66 points the Titans had scored. He did it all whilst nursing a right hand injury he sustained in the first half.
Very early in the game, I think. A couple of minutes
Another
Played well,
tough ass.
really well.
Yes.
His father was exactly the same.
Yeah,
You played a game with a broken jaw,
Johnny Sattler.
Preston.
runs in the family, see?
So did Johnny Sattler.
Yeah, but we're not talking about him at the moment.
No. Broken jaw.
Come on,
Said,
Carl.
when it comes up to broken jaws, I could just.
Yeah, well, you got a good point. At least you're not envisioning players that aren't even playing.
But I'm not supposed to be picking on you this week.
We
We're
have.
supposed to be sticking up and getting these back.
Yeah, I know. It'll come.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be picking on these back.
He's a Dragon supporter. He can't pick on anyone.
No, but he
He's got nothing.
You're not going for Newcastle when we're playing.
You're only a couple above us anyway.
Don't matter.
When we beat you on the weekend, you would drop
Yeah.
down another one.
You still be on the bottom of the ladder.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, Parramatta.
Oh, no.
I get that all the time at work.
Okay. While we're on this subject, I'm just going to put it out there before we move on to the next segment. Parramatta, how confident are you that you're going to roll us?
Depends if Mitch Moses backs up.
I don't have time for that. I want to know how confident are you?
Say that again, Kylie. I don't think you heard.
I can smell.
Jace?
I can smell.
Oh, I'm actually pretty confident. After, I'm pretty
You
confident.
fool, you got sucked in. Now there's going to be a bet.
Yes, there is a bet.
Oh, I don't give a shit as long as I win. I mean, I don't give a bit.
Corey, how confident the Knights are going to beat the Eels?
I'm not confident, but I hope they do.
No. Are you taking the Knights or the Eels?
I'm taking the Knights.
All right. Go.
Trader.
Between you and Corey, this is better.
Surprised we can see you from the
Loser
table.
has to get a cul-de-sac.
What the hell's a cul-de-sac?
Haircut.
I just had a haircut.
Yeah, but this is where where you're talking about the grey hair, so I could fix that.
Bald on top.
I'm not
Pass.
even entering into your stupid little games. Make it
very
a real
confident,
bet.
is-
Make it a real bet.
So what happens if Knights lose?
Corey gets it.
What are you going? What are you going to cut?
I love
He's
my
not a
hair.
Knights
No.
supporter.
No.
What do you think I asked him? How confident?
Hang on a minute.
I was wondering why I was like
Shouldn't you being the Knights supporter get the cul-de-sac?
I was thinking that, yes.
No, it's not the first time you've had a cul-de-sac, is it?
I'd still love you if you had a cul-de-sac.
I'm not getting I told you the only way that hair would come off.
All right, I bet you. If
Well, you gotta wear a
if we
dress.
lose, I'll go my natural hair colour. Would you like to take that bet?
You probably already got your natural hair colour.
All right.
Yeah.
If the Knights lose, I go blonde.
Oh,
Don't be
mate,
blonde.
Oh, you'll just
you
get
do
your
that
car
once a
on.
year
That's
anyway.
what I mean.
Like a
blonde.
regular Saturday night.
Yeah, you
Don't
do
be
that once a year
blonde.
anyway. It's
Put
called
it
Mardi
out.
Gras.
Let's put it there. It's
Carl
sensible.
Otter's wig.
No hair dye and that. We're going to do a challenge. We'll figure it out in the break, and we'll come back after the break, and we'll figure out what you're going to
What
do.
about the eyebrow challenge? No one took me up on that
Oh,
last
that's for another day.
Mine are like caterpillars.
week. Exactly.
That's right. So imagine I look like a big baby without it.
Just draw them on.
Remember when they had to draw theirs on at the game? Anyway, moving on. We'll figure it out. Your player there.
Mine would be Appy Coruscant. 8 successful conversions and scored 1 try, making up the 20 of the points of the 48 the Tigers scored. He also made the most tackles of that game at 41.
Yes. Yeah. I do find it hard that Appy was left out of the Origin side.
100%.
I get Reece Robson's played well. Connor Watson had to be there. I'm happy for Connor at 14. But I think Appy should have been 9 because Appy can create some, we lacked around the ruck, I feel, in game 1.
The
at
X
dummy
factor.
half.
The X Factor.
And you take him off, you bring Connor on. Corey.
I'm going Sam Walker. He had 4 try assists against the Dogs, so he gets mine.
And that's what caught my eye too, was he had a shave.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to shave, because they were going really well. Anyway, Jace.
Lachlan Gavlin returned from a hand injury with 2 tries scored, the one being the first of his NRL try, his first NRL try. A try assist, 7 tackle breaks, and 181 metres gained.
Handy young player. There's just some really good young talent coming through.
There is a lot of young people coming through, and it's good to see because like I said before, it's keeping it fresh. I mean, a lot of Knights players are ready for retirement and shit, and I mean, it's just giving you a chance.
Stop it. Speaking of that, but you see it come out this week that apparently some of the big name players at the Knights are going to be told to
Yes.
See you later.
feel free to look elsewhere.
Those 3 that I saw.
Really?
Daniel Saifidi. This is speculation at this point too, so I will make it said that nothing has been confirmed or denied. So Daniel Saifidi was one name. Jaden Brayley was another one
other
who's
one
on. Saifidi's on 850. Jaden Brayley was on 650 or 750, one of the two.
Jackson Hastings was the other one.
Jackson Hastings was another one, and even Jack Everington was a name that was mentioned.
Surely you have contacts that could verify that.
Not as yet, but yeah, anyway, we'll find out.
Hastings, so if Hastings goes, that keeps Campbell then.
Well, we had a
Shame.
question brought up by a viewer, which will I forget his name. Apologies. Today, he's saying about Will Price, who's coming in, and he said, I know how much you love gamble. How would you feel about a Price gamble combination? I said, to be honest, I'd be interested to see that. I hope it gets a shot, because that could be the two halves and spark that we've been waiting for. They may not as well. they may play together and go, oh, this is even worse.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see that combination because, we've tried everything else, nothing's worked.
But this is it. You've got to try these things. You've got to try and make a good combination that improves the game.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm hoping we'll price Brains it this weekend.
Yeah, I hope so. He deserved it. The kids are killing it. Anyway, move on to our new segment, shall we?
Sure.
We have a new segment to, as you know here, we are sort of like a little mini footy show. And remember back in the day, stuff you may have missed from the weekend's games? Well, we're going to start off this weekend. It's going to be stuff you may have missed. And if you've got any pictures out there from the weekend's games, send it in to us. We want to see it. So the first one, stuff you may have missed, was one of the fans at the Dolphins game there.
Wow.
Yes.
He's a Dolphin supporter.
Yeah, fins up. And
Looks like one of our Kenny's dad.
yeah, a little bit. And he's one of the fellows that used to be on the show from all out there doing a gosling. Is that Daniel? I'm not sure. But it's doing a gosling up there at the
I haven't
time.
heard that for a while. A bit of Gosling.
And the third one. This has been a regular lately. Is the old.
You eat curry last night, did you?
Yeah, and that's in the Origin under 19s. But I don't know, the Queenslander looks like he's sort of enjoying that a little bit too much. And the final one, stuff you may have missed, is Corey's new love interest.
That's why I got my hands in
Take
your
your
pocket.
focus in the eyes.
Yeah, we didn't miss that, and even did Corey.
No.
That's just a little example of things, bring a little bit of humour to the show. So if anything comes up and
Send it in.
you see it or over the
Did
week,
you catch it on? It was on the news, but I'm pretty sure it was a Dolphins game. That big fella doing the dance. Did you not catch that? He was doing the whole wobble dance. He was going off. It was
I
good.
think it was Titans, Daniel Gosling. Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, no. It was pretty sure it was the Dolphins game
We'll have to have a
because
look at it.
he was going well.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that and we can send him.
It looked like that bloke hanging off your arm, but
Oh,
Carlotta's trying to
he's just trying not to look at me. He's just like,
I look at him every night and he says something and we
You
just
wish you were going to be every night.
we've been on
got
the
a
roof.
picture on the nightstand.
we have been on the roof together. That's about as good as it gets.
Have you?
Yeah.
Been on the roof.
with cruises,
Yeah.
Bacardi cruises.
Oh, well, we forgot about that. No, we had dragons.
No, we had dragons. Yes, we had dragons.
Anyway, so I think that's just a little,
Snippet.
just a little.
That's a good segment.
Good segment. You like that? I reckon that's good and bring back a bit of fun.
I think you'll get a lot of photos seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Past or present, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Maybe we might have to get powder coming from the roof and hit in your head, mate. That's one of the ones we.
Oh, so you can be my Mario.
Remember those? He used to cop a bash in that bloke. Poor bugger.
So you want to be Mario?
No, I don't want to be Mario. What's doing with Mario?
Yeah. Well,
What's doing with Carlotta?
I don't want to know.
We don't want to know. Carlotta.
Anyway, moving on. We'll take another short break and be back shortly. Welcome back, guys, and time for the week that was. Usually with Valley, but we're having some Telstra communicational
Again.
issues. Yeah.
I think we'll have to give him a.
I don't know if it's us or his line up there, but
We
yeah.
tried
Mm.
more than once.
Unfortunately,
Just call them and keep hanging up on them until they get the message.
Yeah, it's
I just call.
don't give up your day job.
I'm not singing it.
Anyway, moving on. A week that was, the Dolphins 24 went down to the Melbourne Storm 30. And that's a Melbourne Storm without a Cam Munster. So they're going to be pretty good when they get him back.
Yeah.
Wish a bit of this game was end to end pretty quick.
I watched the
lot of
first
points
half.
scored.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try for try.
Bostock got knocked out.
Oh yeah, he was.
I like Bostock.
He was
Good
gone.
player.
What do you think of Tavita Pengai Jr.? He's hit, was it on Christian Walsh?
Yeah.
A little bit off the ball.
It was one of those ones that they.
He's offside, apparently.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No, that was another one. So the one that of Christian Welsh was off the ball. The
yeah.
other one was I can't remember who it was on.
Yeah, that was good, though. I
Yeah.
like it.
Trent
Yeah.
Liero, no.
Liero, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because they got up and they were a bit of handbags, so to speak.
Well, I only seen a bit of it from FaceTime with Melissa on the phone while I was driving down the highway.
Oh, that's right, because she loves the Dolphins.
Yeah, so I only seen a bit of it. So you just flick the phone around.
Yeah, so she's not a Parramatta supporter now.
Yeah, she's both apparently. Apparently she's bisexual.
Probably like
Like
me.
him.
Probably like me. She's got the main
Hang on a
team
minute.
and
So I've gone from
no surprise.
A to now bi.
You'd buy anything, wouldn't you?
Especially sex. Anyway,
It's my first agent.
poor Corey. Anyway, moving on. It was a pretty good game, I thought.
Jerome Hughes was massive.
He's
Playing good footy.
He's pretty
mate.
underrated,
Yep.
really. Like you think if you talk about halves in the game, your Cleary and your Mitchell Moses and whatever. I reckon Jerome Hughes sort of goes a little bit under the radar. So to
Flies under
speak.
the radar.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, he's a. I don't think you'll get him away from the Storm. He'll be there forever.
And Bennett is Bellamy's mentor, former mentor.
Yeah, but he's got a bit bigger win record than Wayne Bennett. So who really is the master coach?
No, a good point.
They got some strike all over. Like even that Will Warbrick, playing some good
Playing
footy.
good footy.
And good to see beep Herbie back again.
Yep.
So,
Every week it gets you.
you gotta love it,
But
But that was the Dolphins anyway, and the Storm. Titans.
No.
who saw this coming?
I picked them.
But score, I mean.
Wait, so did I.
Yeah.
Score wise.
Yay.
Yeah.
Score wise, though.
Hey, how's this, right? I would have got a perfect round, but for some reason we put my tips in, didn't I? And it didn't register. So I got one wrong. Oh, I was spewing.
Warriors are in deep shit,
Yeah, the Warriors won't.
and they will be for a bit more.
They won't play that badly again.
They got the Broncos this weekend.
And Johnson's out for 4 weeks with an Achilles.
Yes, well, that's that. But so that'll bring
So Tamari Martin will be one, and
what's his name? Harris DeVito.
Harris
Yeah,
DeVito.
they've been playing better without Johnson.
Yeah, to be honest, I think they'll go better without Johnson. He's got some niggling injury or something, and Harris DeVito, I feel, will. I really rate him. He took a year off. That is him, isn't it? Harris DeVito.
The one that looks a bit like Reece Walsh.
Yeah. Took a year off for mental health reasons, and he's come back even better. And to be honest, when we was talking about it, Newcastle looking for another half or whatever.
By the way, too, I don't think Tuivasa Sheck or what I call Master Chef shouldn't have been Simbin.
Yeah, but he's not playing the usual Roger that we know.
Yeah.
Something's not right there. So I don't think you'll see him play that badly again. I'm not going to say they're going to win in the next few weeks, but they won't play that badly again.
No.
So was it a dangerous tackle?
Nah. What, Tuivasa's? Nah. That's not much.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I've only got one thing to say about that game.
The Devil's number?
666.
Stuff you may have missed.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that scoreline. I'm
Same
like,
here.
oh, that's evil.
But in saying that too, they did have Mitch Barnett out as well, and they also had Dallin Latini.
Watani.
That one.
Zalesny out.
That's
Hello.
So, I mean, they're two big shoes to fill.
Two big guns.
Roosters 26 over the Bulldogs 8.
Absolutely pouring down in Gosford for this one.
Yeah, it was too.
And it come up here not that long ago.
Was it that game that there was a
The phone. Remember someone dropped the phone. It was female.
I wouldn't call her a streaker because she had clothes on.
An imposter.
I was
Yeah.
going to put that in our stuff you may have missed this week, but I actually thought one of you guys would have had what caught my eye.
We probably didn't because we thought someone
I
else.
thought about it. I did think about it, but I went with that.
Didn't see
But
it.
They called her Ice Spice, and I'm like, I thought that was going off the Spice Girls, how they had different names. But Portia, who's 9, said no, she's a singer. I don't know who Ice Spice is.
I thought they were talking because someone said a comment earlier that was Brandon Smith's dealer.
Doesn't he like the white powder?
That's my ice.
Allegedly.
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 so
She
does
lost it.
Sean Lane.
So she lost her phone. She got down the other end of the field and relieved her chest area and got
Oh, she got her cans out.
yeah.
Did she? Did she?
She had a wet t-shirt.
She got cans. But and lost the phone.
Was there any pictures? Asking for my husband.
No. Yes. Asking for your husband.
No.
Normally people get their phones out when
Well,
someone...
someone's probably has it, but
Yeah.
apparently it was a
It
bit
better
of
be
a
a
loss.
photo.
Send it in if you
Mark
got it.
Zuckerberg wouldn't like it much because he likes the doodle. Allegedly.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Come on. Look at
Everyone looked at Carlotta.
Yeah, but
I'm with you. Put it out there.
Looked
If
at me,
anyone,
I
if anyone knows anyone or anything that's got a photo of that, send it in.
Yeah.
Send it in.
So she's lost her dignity, lost her phone, and probably lost a lot of money.
Depends if she had nice bosoms, though.
Well, from what I could see in the photo, I don't think so.
Oh, so there is a photo.
So you've
So
got
you
a
said
photo.
they
You
did ask.
dirty bastard.
So they did ask for the husband.
Of her running.
Yeah.
Right, did they get back?
Running.
Did they
Bounce,
get-
bounce.
Did she get black eyes?
What do you want to know?
Did she get black eyes without running?
You can't cheat on Carlotta.
Come on, give us the details.
Well, no, my cut home all shit face
Did
last
she have
night.
big nipples or little nipples?
That hasn't been exposed. That's what
Well,
I'm
it did
saying.
on the
Apparently
game.
it was.
Because the cameras will go away from that. So they
I bet
don't-
you zoomed right in on your phone going, God
I
damn
bet you
it.
there's one cameraman out there that did not turn that camera away.
There's a picture
This
showing
is
her
Lucky
on-
Phil.
No, there's a picture of that lady running past the players. And that's the only photo that I've seen.
But you mentioned boobs. How do you know she got her boobs out?
It was.
You've been busted,
they've
mate.
got it, no,
It was secretly there.
somewhere. There was on one of the media sites today, and they've got like the blurry picture over the top of her, the whole lady, so you can't see it. So,
Mainly we dressed with hell.
No. I'm just impressed
yeah,
it's
her
not.
dress was.
Was it
like?
like that pattern where you squint
Yeah,
and you can see
it. You too. Mum's got her boobs out.
You'll tell the story on this one.
Oh well, yeah. Anyway.
I'm just surprised it's not a sausage story.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me.
Speaking of sausage, get to Steak and Chops to Neville
Eric.
Bay. Yum.
Loves in the showers.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard that song, Mama's got her boobs out?
Yeah, it was on the radio this morning.
No.
On the tranny. Anyway.
You listen to the train?
No, he looks at them. Doesn't listen to it. He looks at them.
Do you listen to it?
Carlotta every night.
Anyway. Oh, we
Next.
have a little laughs here, that's for sure. But yeah, it was torrential rain. Hats off to both the teams who were playing in that.
Hats off or shirts off.
Boobs out. Again.
Maybe
I used to love playing
she
in the
wanted to
rain.
do a body slide in the wet.
Maybe. But you know what makes someone do that? Because, you know, one, you're going to get, you know,
Dead.
fined. You're going to get banned.
But we're talking about her, aren't we?
So anyway, Rabbitoh's 14 and Sea Eagles nil.
We get back to the cans.
Anyway, yeah, Rabbitohs 14, Sea Eagles 0.
I never picked that one.
Yeah, surprising score that.
Yeah, I didn't think they would go as good as that. I thought the Eagles. I knew Souths would have won. I felt, but I thought it would have been, I thought the Eagles would have
Wayne
got
Bennett
Would at least got on the board, like, you know.
True. Yeah, no, that's right.
What are you winking at him for?
Goes to show how good Luke Brooks is.
He's no good without Daly.
Yeah.
I thought Luke Brooks was actually not going all right
He
this year.
probably didn't have his barbecue.
Ah, that's right.
He's Weber.
His Weber. Hey, Mr. Weber.
We think too much
Yes,
alike.
yes, yes,
Mr. Weber.
yes.
Jack Whiten placed on report for two separate high tackles in the 35th and 64th minute.
He's been playing really good.
Due to have another baby soon too, so
Is he? That's a miracle.
See him in the crowd watching Canberra and the Tigers.
yeah, good on him.
Yeah,
You know, good
just
on him
got
for
that.
going back and supporting his other club.
club, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, people go, oh, he's going back there. He's not, you know, but good on him for
Yeah, well,
He's
they,
got a heap of friends in that.
they
there.
caught Zach Lomax at
Mates.
Penrith,
yeah,
so
but he's going there.
he's, well,
Gary wants to know when Jack's due.
His wife is. I'm smarter than you look.
That's not hard.
Anyway, so yeah, that was to be honest, I thought it was a pretty boring game. I
I
couldn't
thought
get
the
into it.
Eagles would have won and gave it a good shot.
Yeah.
The next one, the West Tigers 48.
Surprising score.
Yeah. Well, I took them. I knew they always fought at that they would win.
that was a Campbelltown.
Campbelltown, sorry, they would win.
Close.
But Yeah, well, just neighbours. But if it was down at Canberra, things could have changed.
Well, could have been a different story.
And the only time
Yeah.
that Canberra really scored their tries is when they went down to 12 men.
Yeah.
So, and even Ricky said that. He said, if we can't, get 3 tries to make the score respectable, you're kidding. Got into them.
Well, what you do next week is whoever got sent off, you leave him off.
But
Scoring points when
in the same token, you can't take it away from them. If they're on, no matter what the field.
Yeah, that's right. But, Tigers still got a long way to go for the Tigers, but next year will be a different story. Same with Canberra. Canberra will be a different side.
Quite exciting for the Tigers fans, though, to watch like the likes of Dewey and, who's come back from injury, as we've touched on this week so far.
And then Luai going there next year. It is for a Tigers fan. I know it's pretty ordinary season this year, but buckle up because things are about to change.
What's the capacity at Campbelltown?
Well, that wouldn't be any more than 15,000.
Yeah, there's not that many people interested.
Well, there was 10,000 odd there on Sunday.
Oh no, Campbelltown's probably a bit bigger, isn't it? It may be 20 maximum because
No, it wouldn't be much more.
nah, but Leichhardt's a bit small. So I mean, I know they're talking about keeping these grounds like that around, but the problem is bums on seats. That's the issue. I know pack them out, it's good and that, but yeah, it's capacity. You want to start getting up around 25,000 minimum a game.
Should have just had Latrell there then.
Never know. Anyway, so that was the week that was.
And all our teams had a bye.
Yeah, I got 2 points.
And still finished last in the ladder.
Wasn't talking to
Hey,
you.
not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Not everyone can do that.
That's skill.
No, that's fair call.
skill
Fair
right
call.
there.
Well, you
Fair
can
call.
have it to yourself on that one, but
I think it was somewhere the bookies had a bit of a hand in that one. 48 to 24 and 66 to 6. That's
well, anyway, we're going to get into a little bit of Origin talk quickly.
Will we?
Yes. Well, apparently not. So, just after tonight's show, we have the Origin on. And
Could I just say about the under 19s game? How good that was.
it was actually. It was
Really
pretty good.
enjoyed it.
And the women's New South Wales girls, blitzed it. Absolutely blitzed it. So,
I actually enjoy watching the women's Origin. They go out swinging. They go out hard.
there's some rather exciting players in the NRLW and NRL. The juniors like the 19s and that coming through. So,
I think the girls' comp doesn't start too far away.
no, it'll be very soon. Anyway, so the Blues and the Maroons. Pretty excited for this one. I actually starting to get, I wouldn't say Origin died off, but that intensity and build-up sort of died off. The last few
it
years,
has.
I feel. But I feel it's coming back. Like this year, do you feel you got that bit more of an excitement in it? I don't know if it's because of the likes of Spencer and co. A bit more aggression. And
But a few years ago, you went anywhere and there was Blues shit for sale, Maroons, toilet paper for sale, whatever you want to call it. And now you've got to look for it.
True.
It's hard to get toilet paper during COVID.
The Origin wasn't on.
Since 2011, the New South Wales have won 8 out of the last 9 game 2 matches outside of Queensland.
And it'll happen again tomorrow or tonight. Sorry.
Tonight, I feel it will too.
Yeah, they'll make it a decider. Really interesting.
Yeah, well, Queensland haven't won at the MCG since 1995, losing their last 3 games at the venue. 1995, I do believe that would have been with the All-In Brawl.
Yes.
With the Chief Harrigan and our good friend of the show, John Hopewade.
And John Hopewade was fighting
Danny Moore. It's club teammates.
Well, I wouldn't say they were fighting. They were probably just throwing haymakers at each other.
Yeah, but still, it's one of those haymakers.
Actually, the good one was Billy Moore and David Barniel. I think they were actually.
Well, Chief Harrigan, he had a couple of blokes.
Yeah.
Something familiar with you, huh?
What?
Anyway,
Sorry, for all the viewers out there, I'm not gay. I'm actually single and I love
Looking
ladies.
for a gay person.
Hands up for anything.
Not that
Nothing
there's anything wrong with
being
it.
gay.
No, I'm not. I'm totally not. I'm not against
Apparently,
it.
my
But,
husband's gay.
but
wake up to yourself.
yeah. Group hugs in the showers.
But not gay.
There's one in every crowd, and this is our resident Corey. Anyway,
A lot.
the last New South Wales halfback to play for an NRL club coming last was Andrew Johns in 2005.
Ooh.
So, in
Jesus.
other words, Mitchell Moses, who's in the team that's coming last. So we're going to win.
Come on, last guys.
Doesn't matter.
That's it.
Still got a couple of games to go.
I think they'll stay last after this weekend too.
So tell
Didn't
me,
let me finish.
who's going to win? Who's going to win the grand final? Who's up there? I mean, naturally, I know.
Andrew from Broncos.
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
Broncos are going to win. So,
Nah, I've got a feeling Melbourne are going to win this year's grand final.
righto.
It's
So
a replay of 2020.
Melbourne's going to get a trophy.
Against two.
And who else is going to get a trophy?
Well,
No,
if you want to
it's
call a
just,
wooden spoon a trophy.
Still a trophy,
right.
still a reward.
Still a reward.
Yeah.
Then, well, we're on Origin too, the men's under 19s. 14-10, the Blues.
Good hard game.
Yeah, not good to see Jesse McLean get knocked out.
He's a good tackle, but put his body on the line. But he got some NRL talent in there already with that Chevy Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
He got the player of the game.
Some old mate with the mullet at the end of the game.
The Queenslander.
Yeah. Anyway, the Blues women 46, Queensland 4.
It was raining as well, wasn't it?
I didn't watch
Playing
the Origin for the Wills.
Didn't
Sorry, the
see
Lions.
too much. I just see. I can't remember. I did see highlights and mainly of it. But
No, I'm pretty sure it was. Or am I thinking
that
of
was
the first one?
First one. Yeah, some good talent coming through there, but really good. Anyway, so quickly for tonight's game, Blues.
Yes.
Blues.
100%.
Blues. Latrell Mitchell, man of the match.
Who?
Latrell Mitchell, man of the match.
Mitch Moses, the man of the match.
Thank you.
Did you get the 20 off him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have to go Moses. I reckon he's going to come out and play a blinder Blues.
All right, and Dylan Edwards is going to surprise a lot of people and get man of the match. And Spencer Leniu will get 10 in the bin.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sure, he won't get sent.
No, you get 10 in the bin.
Oh, Klein's the ref again.
Kelvin.
Little. It's Calvin.
Calvin.
Close.
Kelvin's his brother.
That's
Yeah, I reckon Spencer's going to be fired up in this one. I'm really looking forward to it. Eh? I'm going to get my little dragons. We're going to go sit on the lounge and we're going to watch this. And
Are we?
think so. You're not.
But I'm not gay.
No.
My boyfriend is that?
Yeah, move over, Kylie.
Hey, give me a minute. Anyway, yeah, so awesome game. Looking forward to it tonight. And we'll tackle up a game next week when
Next
we come
week.
back. But
Yeah.
time for a little bit of humour.
I didn't have time to find some really funny ones, so
They're all funny, Kylie.
all right. Thanks, Gary. A couple were Christmas shopping at the mall on Christmas Eve, and the mall was packed, full of shoppers buying their loved ones gifts. Walking through the mall, the surprised wife looked up and noticed her husband was nowhere around, and she was very upset because it was meant to be their special time shopping together. She took her phone out of her handbag and called her husband. "Where are you, honey?" she inquired. The husband, in a calm voice, said, "Baby girl, remember the jewelry store we went to 5 years ago where you fell in love with that diamond necklace that we couldn't afford? And I told you that I would get it for you one day?" His wife started to cry with joy and said, "Yes, I remember that necklace and the store." He said, "Well, I'm in the bar right next to it."
That's a good
I
one.
like it.
So romantic.
I like it.
A farmer and his wife were laying in bed one night. The farmer, feeling a little frisky, reaches over and gives his wife's breast a little feel and says, "Mother, if this could give milk, we would get rid of the cow." His hand then travels down to her crutch and he says, "Mother, if this could give eggs, we could get rid of the chickens." His wife then reaches over and grabs his private parts. "Father, if this could stay hard, we could get rid of your brother."
Whoa.
Bit harsh. Whoa. Nasty.
Now, in countries like China, and I think they
And only you would know this.
Keep going. I'm
it
intrigued.
used to happen.
But I'm not.
Yay.
No, I'm not talking about that. No, like in terms of the gender, they would kill one of the.
Yeah, a while back. So they didn't have to have the glory box for them. What do they call
True
it?
story.
What do they call it? They give a...
Yeah, glory box that you put under the bed.
No,
It's a glory hole, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where he goes.
You've lost me in this conversation. Say, you're murdering people. Why?
a lot of people in China and that, when their daughter got married, they give the other family, it's not a glory box.
Delicacy, isn't it?
It's something like that, like all the possessions and money and stuff and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So in China, they were killing the female babies.
I thought that was India.
No, I don't know.
No,
I'm
that
not
was a
sure about
long
India.
time ago.
This was saying a long time. Just in
Anyway.
I
reference
still
to.
remember that.
That's disturbing.
No, I
You've
haven't
gone
got
from
onto that.
jokes to
Well, they come
murders.
into getting rid of your
These
brother.
days,
They come
these
into
days
getting rid
it's
of your
called
brother,
your will.
so I guess getting
everything.
rid of your brother. So I thought, well, I may as well get rid of your daughter. So that's where it sort of
Close your ears, Portia. We're not talking about you.
popped up. So
Oh, yes, we are.
As of this moment, Corey is fired.
I don't know how I.
How many little dragons you have
He's
tonight?
tired.
Actually, I'm not too tired. I'm pretty good.
No, you're supposed to get your
Jesus.
flavors.
We're in trouble.
Anyway, have you got one more?
I think I need to now.
Yes.
Hope it's not a Chinese joke.
Nothing wrong with Chinese.
Harold's wife bought a new line of expensive cosmetics guaranteed to make her look years younger. After a lengthy sitting before the mirror applying the miracle products, she asked, "Darling, honestly, what age would you say I am?" Looking over her carefully, Harold replied, "Judging from your skin, 20, your hair, 18, and your figure, 25. "Oh, you flatterer," she gushed. "Hey, wait a minute," Harold interrupted. "I haven't added them up yet." That was the last thing he remembered before waking up in a hospital bed.
I still don't think you're going to beat the chicken giblets.
No.
No.
No. We're going to keep that one for special occasions.
Yeah.
What, chicken giblets?
Yeah.
I'll read it one day when I can read it without laughing.
Are they on special
We're
this
not
week?
bloody...
Are they on special this week?
No, that was just last
We might
week.
have to find some good ones for start, bringing back in the people's names. That was good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I haven't had time to be honest.
No,
So
I know.
I'll try and be better.
Well,
You do enough.
yeah, thanks. Oh, really? Is
Uh,
that you for tonight?
Sure.
Who's the Panthers got?
The Cowboys.
Cowboys,
Sunday
that's right, on
afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Go Cowboys.
Another loss.
I hope that you'll stay on the bottom of the ladder now.
We're gonna, don't worry.
Sorry, Jason, that was a dig at him.
Oh, no, I'm just being honest.
I don't know, mate. To be honest, especially
If
towards...
the Cowboys come out firing, I'm still going Panthers.
No, but I'm talking about the Eels here. Like,
Oh.
I reckon the Eels will start surprising a few people towards the end of the season, Mark.
But if you were sitting up here, would you still say that?
Yeah,
If you were sitting all the way up here?
mate. 100%
No.
I would.
Gary. Still going to Gary.
Look here.
But go Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Depends who
right.
backs
I
up
thought you
from
were just
Origin.
scared.
It all depends on who backs up from Origin. See, Edwards will probably get hurt. Martin's probably
Oh,
already
right.
hurt.
Same with Para.
Edwards is a
Yeah.
machine.
I think this weekend's going to be a good game.
Especially because we'll be there.
And it's
Yes,
not
we
supposed
will.
to rain this weekend.
Good.
No, I tell you what,
Chest
you know,
jacket out.
also while we're
supposed
at
to
it,
rain.
right, we're going to make a big day of this at the Eels this weekend. So, and we're going to go to Firsty after it, and we're going to be giving away some things. So stay tuned for some more. But we also might take the cameras out and do a little bit of interviews. So we'll make a big day of it.
3
Yeah.
grades are playing too.
3 grades, yeah. So it'll be an interesting day.
Get a look at this face now, if you're going to Thursday. Because I won't be there, sorry.
The invite's always there, guys.
We need to get a cardboard cutout. One
Well
of
done,
those
Sparky.
core flute.
Put on a stick like
Sparky.
Nicky Knee.
The eel.
Oh, is that the eel's name, is it?
Yeah, Sparky.
What's the girl's name? Sparkles.
Don't know if they've got one, have they?
What's that?
Yeah, what the female ones put in a complaint
Oh.
to a cameraman. A cameraman did something. I don't know the story there, but
Oh, really?
yeah, the NRL are investigating it.
You grabbed her on the eel.
Well, I'm guessing what else could it be?
That's not big of a...
Unless he tripped her over. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah, well, that's a bit
Corey?
there you
Your job for next week, find out why.
I'll Google it.
go. Anyway, so we'll catch you next week.
Maybe.
And go the Panthers. But you won't hear me saying that in a few weeks' time. Anyway, thanks again, and
You've still got to wear. You've still got to wear that dress.
oh, and before we go, yes, update on the who said it's a
All
dress?
the op shop thing.
What are you smoking? What?
We haven't had time to get to an op shop, so with games on the weekends and stuff.
And we need a cameraman to film it all.
Oh, please pick me.
What
No,
for the
there's no
dress?
boobs.
No, they're filming.
Anyway, we'll get that done, and we'll get on to that again soon. But all right, guys, we'll take a short break. Be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. And it's that time of night again. It's time for Talking Schmidt. And caller number one, who we got there? Oh, how are you, Simon? Yeah, not too bad, mate. You've got a guest on tonight, Jason. No, that big ginger cat's missing in action.
He's 6'2", 105 kilos, blue eyes, wears glasses, tats and got muscles. Just down your alleyway.
I think you need glasses.
105 kilos is right.
Stop looking. You must have a problem looking left.
Oh, mate. I lost my train of thought now, but mate, what's your question for us, champion? Apparently. Oh, right.
He's not cutting your grass, is he?
No, that's me, Victor.
Nigel. Fair enough. What's your question for us, mate?
Well, I've been on top most of the time, or, midway, so yeah, it's all right to be on the bottom for a while. Yes, I have. I mean, yeah, I do.
Well, there is the battle this weekend, and Jason obviously is an Eels supporter too. So we've got two Eels candidates on the panel tonight, and two nights, really, I suppose. You're a bit of an adopted night.
Yeah,
He goes for St. George.
yeah, but Knights is my second team. Knights is my second
Do you
team.
want to swap seats so you can sit in between two slippery worms?
No,
Okay.
no, I'd rather stay over this side, mate. I'd rather be a Knight.
Okay, yeah, there you got it. So we're going to do we're going to figure it before the end of the show, like some kind of a bet, but we're not sure what yet. But should be a good game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
If Parramatta lose,
it.
no.
Well, I mean, it's possible, and it is doable. I mean, if Ponga's coming back soon as well, Will Price in this week could change a lot as well. Gamble will be back in a matter of weeks, so I mean, good mate Leo Thompson's carving it up, so you never know. Oh, that's just
Living in denial.
that's just going a little bit too far, but you just never know. I mean, like, I think we'll make the 8, but it will be 8 spot. Just squeeze in by the tip.
I think you're living in denial.
No. That's just. What do you think?
Oh, I'm backing you.
Of course you are backing up on him. I mean, backing him.
Oh, I think we'll scrape it in, to be honest. And how far we'll go on the finals, I don't know, but yeah, I think we'll just scrape in. But it all depends on with these players coming back, and we've got to win the ones where we are expected to win as well, like this weekend, for example.
It's a given.
Well, I wouldn't never say a given, but realistically, we should beat an understrength Eagles team.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Every year, Parramatta play yous once, and it's always at Newcastle. You're too scared to come down to Combank.
We went down to Combank last year.
Did you?
Yeah,
Remember?
you got hammered.
No.
Parramatta hammered Knights.
Yeah.
See, that's why you don't come down.
And Kurt Mann got rib injury.
That's right. Yeah, and we all thought that it was because the coach was having a dig at him. That's what.
Well, that's what the rumour had. But,
yeah.
So, yeah, mate.
Who you going for, Simon? Yes. So you're going for Para then?
Anyway, mate, hopefully that answered the question for you going in the draw for the Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher or the $150 cash thanks to Sayers Inc. and the Nighttime Podcast. Okay, no worries. We'll just end this call, hold the line, and we'll be back with caller number 2. All right, guys, time for caller number 2. Who we got there? Garfield. Mate, we just got off a call, actually. Would you believe it? From Simon. And I'll let Gary and Jason tell you what was said.
He wanted to know if you were on the panel. He said, "Is Garfield on the panel?" And we,
So we've put it out there from another viewer that want to know when you're coming back on. Yeah, pleasure's all yours. Put it that way. Anyway, mate, what's your question for us? The big ginger cat.
From one ginger cat to another, eh?
Yeah, he's back. I actually don't mind the bloke.
Yep.
He plays with a lot of heart, and you know that is Jason, the one that remember the big ginger cat that cried on the field that time.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. He shows a lot of passion, and I like it. And the bloke, it shows he's really committed, and he's got a lot of passion for the club. So
Sensitive.
Get him up here at the Knights. They need some more front rowers.
Yeah, no, I like him. Honestly,
He's not getting a lot of game time.
Well, apparently, he's going to be Canberra looking at shopping him around next year. So I mean, it'd be a handy pickup for someone.
He's played Origin.
Yeah, Origin forward. So yeah, so you have more in common than you realise. You cry, he cries. Yeah, well, look, that's it, mate. But mate, yeah, I'm glad he's back. I like him. It's good to see. And it's good to see more characters of the game like that come out, to be honest.
Yep.
Anyway, so we'll throw it out there to you, and you've had a couple of people now, Simon and Terence, have asked you to come back on, and so the invitation is open. No worries, mate. All right. Hopefully that answers your question, and you're in the draw for the Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher and the $150 cash, thanks to Nighttime Podcast and Sayers Inc. Too easy, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. Time for caller number 3. Who we got? Hello, Dylan. How are you? What's your question for us tonight? Not the Eels.
I was going to say Parramatta Knights.
Well, that'd be good. Hey, that would be good. I would like to see Parramatta Knights.
Yeah, I mean, we're in with a shot if they turn the ladder around.
I honestly think it's probably a 4-horse race at the moment. Obviously, Penrith, Broncos, Storm, and
Oh, the Roosters.
yeah, you
Yeah.
probably can't take the Roosters out of it still, unfortunately. So it'd be one of them 4, but it depends who finishes where and who plays what. But yeah, I think Penrith are still probably the team to beat. And probably deserve that favourite in a way.
They do deserve to be the favourite, but I don't think they're going to win it.
Well, if it did, it would be a massive.
Oh,
You know.
huge.
But Brisbane, if they got there, that would be better for last year losing. So they're going to be even bigger again. But you got Storm with Munster coming back; they're going to be strong.
I think Storm.
The Storm are pretty good on paper, and you just look and play each week. Depending where it all goes, I actually wouldn't mind seeing a Penrith Storm grand final.
Be a good
To
one.
be honest, it'd be entertaining.
Will be entertaining.
Oh, I wouldn't count your chickens before they hatch, or grand final's a whole different ball game. But yeah, definitely, it would be good to see Fisher Harris and that go out on a winner. But yeah, it's Corey.
Yeah, Penrith definitely there, and it's hard to pick. I mean, it's a topsy-turvy, and everybody's quite competitive, so it's hard to sort of.
And you got to have the players on the field.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know. Whatever Smita said, like the 4 teams there's Penrith, Roosters, Brisbane, and who's the other one? Melbourne. So, between one of them, Smoky, if there's a Smoky, to go on a Cinderella run, I would like to see the Dogs do it.
No, won't happen. Not this year.
Yeah.
Too far down.
He did say Cinderella.
Yeah.
Carlotta, Cinderella.
I did say Parramatta Knights, so he's got to have a dream too.
Who do you think's going to win?
I mean, look, they're close enough
Elwyn?
to the 8.
Who do you think's going to win?
Penrith who? Penrith, who are they going to play? Cronulla?
Cronulla.
Ooh, well, dreams are free.
About as much chance as the Dragons win, I think.
We won't make
Hey.
it. We won't make it for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Can we have a little bet on that if they don't make it?
Who?
Darwin.
Cronulla are a decent team, but they're just not premiership.
No.
No.
I was good.
And the fact that they're going, Nico Hines, this Nico Hines is really not playing that good of football.
No.
And it showed in the Origin as well.
But he still gets 6 Origin votes. 6 Dally M votes.
All the time.
Yeah, that's because Barton Roughfield's picking him, and that's his team. So, but yeah,
I reckon if the Sharks do get there and they lose to whoever they're playing, possibly Penrith, she's got to get a haircut the same as Chris.
a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good deal to you, Darwin? If the Sharks do get to the grand final, irrelevant to who they play, which would probably be Penrith, if they get there and lose, the Sharks lose, you've got to get a haircut the same as Chris. Why not?
Okay, if Penrith win the grand final, you and Chris have to get neck down full body wax.
Hey, Del,
Gamble responsibly.
Del, I did hear a strong rumour from a good source that you were going to dye your hair pink. Is that correct?
Were you shopping at Woolworths at the time when you were thinking about it?
Does that come with one of those aged scooters as well?
All right, no, thanks for your call.
And a seniors card.
Hopefully that answered your question, and you're in the draw for the Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher.
Oh, get the tattoo.
$150 cash. Thanks
Get the
to
tattoo, Delvin. Get the
Sayers
tattoo.
Inc. and the Nighttime podcast.
Would you get a tattoo, Del, of Smita? Because your hubby's got one, so
No, get one of Corey.
No, get
No
one of
worries.
Chris.
All right, go
So
to
you
Panthers
get,
and
so you get one of Corey, a cat.
I heard she likes the growl.
yeah. Anyway. All right, thanks for your call, and go the Knights.
Go Eels.
Go orange. Go banana.
All right, guys, that's Talking Schmidt for this week. We only have them 3 a week. Who do you reckon gets the caller of the week? The Cat, Simon, or Delwyn?
Got to be the cat.
The cat.
You want to give it the Cat?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it the Cat?
Give her the cat.
Cat.
All right, guys, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back again. It's time for a bit of the team list for this week. Team list Tuesday, guys.
It is.
So we'll kick off the first one with the Bulldogs and the Sharks. I think this is going to be a pretty good game, Jace. I'm actually liking it. Unfortunately, still no Kurt Mann, still serving suspension. But yeah, interesting also that there is no Crichton name. So they're going to rest him after
I don't
tonight's
mind.
game.
The centres, though, look good. Carraz and Sherry.
Yeah, they do, but what Crichton brings to that team is pretty, second to none. But
True.
Sharks look good on paper, but they just can't put it together.
Yeah, I'm going with doggies.
I think doggies will come back strong this week.
Yeah, I think it'll be the
I
Dogs.
don't mind that winger, Jarrell Skelton. You've been watched a bit of his game in the last couple of weeks since he's been making first grade.
Is that I mate with the head gear?
No, I don't
That's
think
Wilson.
Yeah. But no, Wilson's good too. All right.
Yeah, no, they're a good side, the Dogs, and they're going to be gelling pretty good next year. But any side with Viliama kick out.
I was just about to say he's going to, my bold prediction, he's going to have a try on the board.
Wouldn't surprise me. And then you throw Kurt Mann back in the next week or the week after when he's served his suspension. Josh Curran, Bailey Hayward. Also some, Reed Marnie. There's some good football.
But this is Friday night, isn't it?
This is Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night it is.
Yeah.
That's the first one off the cab.
8:00.
8:00.
Yep.
Yep. So moving on, guys. To the next one.
Before you go, who are you going for?
I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
You too?
Oh yeah, 100%.
4 Bulldogs.
Yep.
Okay, next we have
The Warriors and the Broncos. You know what? Crazy as it may seem, I can smell an upset here.
they're going to come back.
Because you'll see Selwyn Cobbo's playing. Ezra Mann's been named. This is all has to be like Ezra's in Origin, isn't he?
No, he's he would have been 18th, 19th man, so
No, Cobbo wasn't he?
I think Cobbo's been ruled. Oh, no. I think Cobbo got dropped. Probably.
Yes, yeah. No, he said he's
I'm pretty
unavailable.
sure Slater said that he had more opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can see this as an upset. Jace?
No, I think Broncos are going to take them. I don't think Warriors are playing to their full potential.
No, they didn't last week, and I don't know. I just got this feeling
Yeah.
that there might be a rocket up there, but
Yeah.
and over there in Auckland.
It is in Auckland, is it? I didn't see that. So yeah, it might change my mind actually, because home.
It was in Brisbane. I
Okay.
would go up Brisbane for sure.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
the travel, Origin,
Yep.
the bad display last week, and I don't know why. Well, Dallon's back, but I don't know why they haven't. Oh yeah, sorry, Mitch Barnett's back in the squad too. So yeah, Warriors for me.
Yep.
Warriors.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely change for Warriors. That I didn't realise it was a home game.
Yeah. No,
What
it's
time's
over.
that on?
3:00.
Saturday.
Saturday, 29th.
Yeah. This one is the game of the round for me. It's the,
This is just not worth talking to. It's an even draw down the table. I mean, we know who's going to win, don't we?
yeah, but,
That's right. So.
we'll do the team list as we do this with the Knights game this week. So number 1 at fullback we have Fletcher Sharp, Anali Tawala, and Greg Marju on the wings. Dane Gagai and Bradman Best in the centre, and making his debut, the wonder kid himself, Will Price. Very keen to see him. Jackson Hastings at halfback, Jacob Saifidi and Leo Thompson up front with Phoenix Crosland at hooker. Tyson Frizzell, Dylan Lucas and Adam Elliott. And the bench, I like the bench a lot. Jaden Brayley, Daniel Saifidi, Kai Pearce Paul is back, and number 17, Brodie Jones. So, good team on paper.
Yeah,
I like the
definitely
idea.
a good team on paper.
I like
also.
the idea of Crosland starting.
Yeah,
Again,
I do too.
Because that's how they went on their run last year.
The only, I guess he probably deserves his spot there. Dylan Lucas, to the way he's been playing, it's Tyson Frizzell speaks for himself. But I just think Kai Pearce Paul is wasted on the bench. That's just my opinion. So I'm wondering if we push Adam Elliott back to the bench, and then you push Dylan Lucas to lock and put Kai Pearce back in the second
Dylan
row.
Lucas has really been impressive this
Oh,
time.
100%. You couldn't, he couldn't not be in there. But I just think Kai Pearce Paul is wasted on the bench. That's my opinion.
And I hope Will Price has a great game and stays there for the rest of the season.
And if he doesn't have that well of a game, give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a couple of weeks.
Pick and stick, give him a chance.
Good on paper, like you said. Forecast rain.
Mm.
So it will make it an interesting game.
Oh, being the guest and a Parramatta fan, do you want to do the Parramatta team?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Gary.
Can't see it.
No.
Okay. 1 is Clint Gutherson. 2 is Micah Sevo. 3 is Will Penasini. 4 is Sean Russell. 5 is Blake Tigey. In the halves, we've got Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses if he backs up. The front row, we've got Regan Campbell-Willard and Junior Polo. Hooker is Brendan Hands. In the second row is Sean Lane, Bryce Cartwright, and locking the scrum is Joe Offing and Gowie. And on the bench, it's Matthew Arthur, Makisi Makatoa, Matt Dory, and Ryan Madison.
Ryan Madison, no. All right. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be, I know I poke fun at you all night saying they're going to win that. It's not going to be an easy walkover game.
No, it's not going to. It's going to be a close game.
Especially if Moses backs up.
Yeah.
And
He will, but whether he's 100%.
And the thing is, too, this is not an easy game for Will Price to be thrown in. Realistically, it's not like it's going to be just a train and run. It's going to be a damn hard game. And I tell you what, they're going to target him. You guys are going to target him. But I mean, there's some good matchups there. Like Gutherson and Sharp, just the fullbacks. That's going to be interesting.
Dylan Brown, Price.
Yeah, well, even Sevo, I would be putting Margin on with Sevo because he's a big man. He's got a point to prove, Micah. So, you look at your forwards, Paulo, Leo Thompson. That in itself would be a good battle. Regan Campbell-Gillard and Jacob Saifidi. Your back row, the class back row, Sean Lane, Bryce Cartwright, Offen Gowie, Tyson Frizzell, Lucas and Elliott.
Can't wait.
Mate, it's going to be a good game, I tell you.
Yep. It's going to be a good game to go and see.
And we're going to have a few giveaways over at Thirsty after it.
Yep.
So come and celebrate the win with some of us. One of us is going to be celebrating the win.
Someone's going to be a win.
I'll be sitting on the fence.
Yeah, but what about the footy?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I'm going for the Knights.
Yeah, so we might even give a Thirsty voucher away too. But also we're going to give away some our usual, pictures.
Pictures, yes.
So if you're at the game, take a photo, something interesting, get creative, and we might even, because it's a special day, we might give 2 winners away next week.
Just going to say, not by having the bye last week, we should have a couple with.
Yeah, we'll have 2 winners next week for the competition, and
Well, you heard it here. Get to a game.
so get to the game and take some photos and put it up on our competition. You get your entry into the draw for not just the fridges, but we're going to give away some prizes next week. We'll find some of our prize pack to give the 2 winners.
Good.
5:30 Saturday. McDonald's Jones.
And anyway, next one. Storm up against the Raiders. It's not really much you can say about this one, really.
Storm.
Could even be a
Storm.
cricket score, to be honest.
Mhm.
I expect the Storm to put on 50 on to them, to be honest. If we're going off last week's form, Raiders were absolutely woeful.
The Raiders do have a reasonably good record against Melbourne in Melbourne, though.
Yeah.
I know it's probably not going to be this way this weekend, but if you want to throw in a
I've
bit
been
of
backing an upset so far. I mean, you never know.
Danny Levi.
Ricky and
14,
Bellamy
Tom
are pretty good
Starling.
mates. They generally tend to.
Storm's going to take it. Yeah.
Storm.
Storm will take it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Storm. Yeah.
Yeah. The Dragons and the Dolphins. This one could be really a flip of the coin.
Yep.
It's really a flip of the coin.
I've got to go Dolphins, man. I can't get myself in trouble.
Yeah,
True.
they're missing Zach Lomax. So
If he plays.
Well, he is
Or Ben
named,
Hunt
so,
and Jaden Sewer.
but whether he backs up. But yeah, I like the Dolphins. I think beep beep. Herbie's
playing well.
playing some good footy.
Good to see Mariner back in the lineup. He missed the game against Manly. I think he only played 20-25 minutes. I don't know what Flanagan was thinking there, but anyway.
So was Brown's been dropped, has he?
Yeah.
Interesting. I really rate the bloke. I think he's
Yep.
great. Cool. Anyway, Tavita Pengai, Felice Kafusi, Mark Nichols, Ray Stone. So the big bench there. My only issue is with that, if they get a back, a bit of an injury, how do they fix that out?
Yeah, true.
Anyway, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Dolphins game.
Dragons. And another good game. I reckon this is going to be a pretty good game, to be honest, too, if the Cowboys come out. Because Cowboys have been hot and cold. Usually they play crap, then good, then crap, then good. But, Dylan Edwards has been named. Jerome Luai has been named. Mitch Kenny's been named. Brian Tuttle has been named. So, I guess it all depends on tonight's Origin game.
All hinges.
But, that's a pretty good team.
Pretty good team.
Yeah.
But look at the Cowboys. You got on that side of the fence. So you got some class. Drinkwater, Kyle Felt, Jake Clifford's playing some good footy. Chad Townsend. That could. Jake Glanville's Tom Chester. It could go either way, but I'm going to play it safe and take the Panthers.
Yeah, you got to. Look, I'm going to go against the crazy lady. I think there's going to be a bit of an upset in this game. I think I'm going to go Cowboys.
Panthers by 6.
You'll be riding the Cowboy.
No, Panthers by 20.
Looks like I'm the only Cowboy rider.
20.
Giddy up, Jason.
It's played in Penrith, isn't it? Oh, they'll win easy.
You would think so. You
would think so.
But yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
Exactly.
And Tigers and the Roosters. Connor Watson's been named, but depending obviously on tonight's game once again. Spencer Lenu also, Angus Crichton as well, Lindsay Collins also as well too. But it all depends on Origin
outcome
tonight. But as good as the Tigers have been playing,
I go off last week's game. What do you say to it?
But good to see number 17, David Clemens, finally back from suspension.
Back. Good on you, Clem.
Your mate.
Champion. But you can't go against the Roosters, can you?
No.
Depends if they play. Tigers come out and play the same form we did last week.
Yeah, true. I'll take the Roosters, but like I said, if the Tigers come out and play like they did last week, it'll be closer than anyone expects. If they don't, the Roosters will run away with it and hand it to them. So, Jason?
Yeah, safe bet is the Roosters, but just gotta. And I hope that the Tigers beat them.
I'd like to see it. The Tigers fans deserve it.
I think Roosters will win, but like being realistically, but I hope the Tigers come up and give it a good go.
I like Connor Watson at 13. I really think Connor Watson at 13's a
Roosters by 12 for me.
Roosters by
Roosters will win. Probably quite comfortably. But I would like to see the Tigers put in a good shift like they did last week. I hope it's not a flash in the pan.
I like
I think 12 safe if Tigers play like they did last week.
I reckon the Roosters are going to. Yeah, I reckon the Roosters are going to run away with this one. Unfortunately, I think the Tigers are too hot and cold.
Don't think they can back it up.
Nah, unfortunately, I hope I'm wrong.
Any prediction on the score?
Yeah, I reckon Brett Naden. Oh, obviously, Dom Young for the other side. How could you know? Well, that's that one.
Have you got a score for it?
42-10.
Close.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think they'll run away with it. Oh, well, that's the Tigers at the last one for.
Eagles, Titans, and Rabbitohs got a bye.
Yeah, so that's the games for this week.
It's going to be good.
Anyway, guys, we'll take another short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's been another good show. Yeah.
Few little
hiccups, but as I said, with all this new technology we've got in the studio and that, we're bound to have a couple of little things.
Still sorting it out.
Oh, and other things like Telstra, we can't. That's out of our control.
That.
But we had 2 winners from last week's photo entries. Excuse me. The Mark Hughes beanie for brain cancer round. One was Jessica Marvin with Mark Hughes now. And another one was Tash Banks. So there are 2 winners for this week. But yeah, obviously back up again for this week coming.
This week.
Get in the draw for the NRL fridge. 2 of them we're going to be giving away. So yeah.
Expect a pretty good crowd there on the weekend, hopefully, because Parramatta did bring a pretty good support here in Newcastle.
What's the weather forecast?
Dry and sunny and 19.
It said
Okay.
rain.
Dry, sunny and 19. That's Sunday.
Yeah.
I heard
No,
it was rain.
I heard Sunday's raining.
You heard wrong.
Well, in his side of the stadium, it's dry. Yours is it's wet.
Wet.
So
It was a wet, dry hill.
Can I chuck something in there? Like when you go back to Thursday, any of the other patrons and some turn up and get photos with the group or something, or can they enter that in as well?
yeah, they can do that.
Check that one out.
Do whatever they want. It's, there's
Send
no,
it in.
you know, there was a boy that got a photo with me there once, and I think he got through one. So yeah, anything's possible. Yeah, and we'll give away. Obviously, there's going to be an extra one just for that game there with the Knights and the Eels to win an extra prize. But any game this week can enter it. But there'll be a special one for that one as well. And we're going to give away a voucher at Thursday on the night. So
What's the weather doing, Jace?
It's saying it's 20 mostly sunny, 80% chance of no rain. So yeah,
might have to
You're
turn the
wrong.
sprinklers on.
I was on Carlotta's
Might
side.
have to turn the sprinklers on. We play better in the wet.
You do.
So yeah, as I was saying, we'll give away a voucher at Thursday too on the weekend to somebody. A $50 voucher, so a few drinks. Yeah.
Looking forward to getting there.
No, it should be
It's been
good.
a while since I've been there.
Still,
I haven't been there for a while.
it's hard when some of the games, you know, family and trying to get everyone there and work. But I still believe they still have Little Dragon on tap.
They
Is that
do,
correct?
because I went on a date there about 6 weeks ago.
What was
Yeah.
his name?
That was about the same question.
Yeah, how do you like the food?
Oh, the pizza was nice.
How's the sausage?
Well, I had to ask her afterwards.
Anyway, yeah. So firstly, obviously, having food trucks there as well on Saturday night,
Yeah.
and obviously there'll be a band play as well. So obviously, I've booked a table for 20 for us, so we'll be there. But get to the game and any game this week. But if you can't get any game like, get out and support the Ants, the local footy team, the Aberglasslyn Ants,
Ants,
who we support as well. So. Anyway, I think that's it, boys.
Very much, yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jace,
Thanks,
for coming.
Jace.
Yep.
Good to be on.
Thanks for coming, mate.
Yeah, it's good to have you on, and hopefully next time we have you on, things will go even smoother.
It's all right, mate. It's
Partial.
yeah. Let's take it as it is.
Seems to be when we have these problems, we only have the guests on.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, hey, I could have gone.
I know. Poor old Mick a couple of weeks ago.
I would have gone home and sipped on Little Dragon.
Yeah, we can't beat Little Dragons. big shout out to all the people up there at Little Dragon supplying us with our Little Dragons each week.
Looking forward to seeing them.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Corey, Chris, Crazy Lady, Adam, Chad, Porsche, Cal,
All our sponsors.
Caleb,
Yeah.
everyone.
Without their sponsors, it
Well, yeah,
doesn't
about our
happen.
sponsors. Yeah, we've got a couple of things coming up too, so keep your eyes out for that. We're going to be doing a couple of weird and wonderful things. So, anyway.
So
what's the bet? What's the bet? What are we going to do with the bet? So, if they win and lose, what's it going to be?
Well, if Parramatta lose,
Parramatta lose,
We'll-
I reckon
we'll
you and
cry.
Jason have to go into a store that we pick, get an article of clothing that we pick, go into the change room, try it on, wear it back out, pay for it, and walk out.
who's paying for it?
Oh,
In a men's,
There's got to be a dear bit of clothing to make me do it.
I get to pick the clothing.
in
Oh,
a
what?
men's shop.
No.
No, it doesn't bother me, mate. I wouldn't give a shit.
No. Doesn't have to be man. It can be whatever. Okay, I'll put it out there. What Crazy Lady picks?
No, not a chance. if Knights win, I'll wear the microphone to firsties.
Well, that's nothing.
Well,
No one knows who's in it.
Yeah,
yeah, you do. You can see my face.
not much.
Not much.
That's perfect.
I reckon that you because I'm going to do the up chop challenge. So use my
If the Knights win, Chris wears a microphone.
his head wouldn't fit in it. But,
It'd be too tall for him.
I reckon that'll be the go. You go in, you get that over, you got to pay for it with it on and walk out. And I get to pick the store and the article of clothing.
And
But
you're
I'm
not-
not going to get you like a G-string and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that.
It'll have a
Oh.
bra with it, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting all chewed up. Then.
Don't look at me
I was
again.
going to say normal Saturday shopping.
Yeah, what's a good shop?
Best and worst.
You take it? Yeah, you take it if the Knights lose.
And you're paying for
What have I got to do if the Knights lose?
You got to do the same thing. If the Knights
You
lose.
pair have got to go into a shop of our choice.
oh, yeah, easy. We'll win. Oh, yeah, we'll be right.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Win?
Got
If
to
you're
pick,
paying.
got to pick the day, but
Well, we'll pick the day.
yeah.
We'll make it happen.
And then do we get to keep the outfit?
If you must.
If you really fucking, if you bloody want
I'll
to.
get you a nice dress, Darley.
No, you don't get the pick.
Oh, it's going to be a dress. There's no G-string, Darley.
So, we all good? Well,
Yeah.
Righto. So there it is. So
done. I'm not touching that end.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah, shake for me.
So, keep an eye out and let's get this happening. And till next week.
It's all about the league.
Go and pee on the cat. Adam, don't use that on outtakes, please. I forgot where it got. People, Gary's got his doodle out. All together now.
Ready, set, go. Hey, that was spot on there. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm glad that wasn't on there.